You got a what?
That's a browser notification, which is kind of different than... Yeah. There they go.
Yeah, I got them.
Right now, I love how we all get them at the same time. It's like that server, bro, that YouTube server pumps out those notifications and everything just goes boom. Like, what a pipeline that is. That is a massive pipeline. They must be on...
Caleb Sliger.
Hey, Caleb.
What's up?
How are you, buddy? Let's get that
Les
volume.
Peter Guitar Jam.
Moo.
Moo.
Of course, moo. Where is that chat coming from? Because I hear it, but I do not see it. So let me look and see if I can find it. Where is that chat coming from? One of my other pages, I guess, and I don't know which one it is. Florida. Oh, maybe it's back here. No? Huh. Anyway, we have got a heck of a show for you guys today.
The freaking Oracle.
I'm going to refresh this chat.
SEO.
Thank
The
you.
freaking Oracle.
Thank you. Yes, I got to do my SEO.
Afternoon.
Thank you. SEO right now. I'm going to do my SEO right now. Thank you. God, it's so awesome that you remind me of that, buddy. That is so important. Florida removes Holocaust book. Yes.
Nick Brown.
God, it's so awesome that you remind me.
Hey guys.
I was watching an old video, and it was the one from when I got evicted. So it's a famous video, basically. I mean, in our little world, it's famous for trendy as dabbers. It's the day I told you guys that I was getting evicted, that I had my paper in front of me, and I was showing it to you guys, and we were talking about it. And I was looking at how I was talking to you guys. This was, 12 years ago. And I realized how much our relationship has changed. It's I used to always be like, keeping it real. I wasn't keeping it real, man. And now you can tell I am, and it's really cool, because when you go back, you can see I was kind of like talking myself up and acting like, like we had some kind of a thing and blah 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 or whatever, and it didn't sound true to me. It didn't seem realistic, because now I know what was going on. I was going through an eviction, bro. I needed support, and it's kind of hard to watch that, but at the same time, I like the way we are today, man. I like it a lot better. So I'm glad that we've grown. Our relationship has grown, me with the audience. And I was talking to it's funny, Robert, the connoisseur, this morning, and I said, dude, I've grown over the years. Can't you grow with me? And he was like, yeah, why not? So all the old people that are watching, and you pop in every once in a while, if you hear this, if you want to come back to the show, come back to the show. Come back. If you want to, I'm going to be happy to see you. So, come back to the show. We are doing really good with it. The people are showing up. For some reason, there it is. They've moved some things on me. I did my SEO. Yes, I clicked save. Yes, Florida removes Holocaust book from school library after single complaint. So, let's talk about fascism. So what I told you guys was it's important to fight against fascism before it affects you. So let's tweet that, because that is a very, 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 very important tweet. It is not just important, it is required. It is, what's the word I'm looking for? It is of the utmost importance. I can't think of the word I'm trying to say. I'll just finish it. It is blah, 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 blah.
The freaking
that
Oracle.
You fight fascism.
Vital.
Vital. Yes, it is vital. Thank you. That is a great word. It is vital. Thank you, freaking Oracle. It is vital that you fight fascism before it affects you. Give me a check mark after that. Effects or effects? Is it EFFECT or AFFECT. Gosh darn it, what's the difference? Affect. A change which is result or consequence of an action. Yes.
The
Yeah.
freaking oracle.
Affect.
F.
Yeah, effect is a change which is a result or consequence of an action. A change, an effect. Okay. So affect is a change which is a result of consequence of an action or other cause. Effect is an action or other cause. It's the same freaking word. Effect and effect, it's the same definition. Isn't that weird? The lethal effects. Now, it can be before it affects you. No, it can be effects. So isn't that interesting? It is vital that you fight fascism before it affects you. He's eating Lucky Charms on a hot dog because it's St. Patty's Day. Ugh, Les Claypool from Primus. Ugh, what is he doing? Anyway, we've got something to talk about. Let me see if it'll pull up. Okay, Holocaust novel by Jodi Picoult removed as Florida School District Library Circular. Yeah, South Florida. Here we go, man. March 13th, 2023, guys.
Billy Ballantyne. What's up?
As Florida
Do you
County...
mean Mouse? Tennessee banned it last year.
No, Mighty Jack... Well, no, this is a list of 80 books for sex and racial... No. As Florida County bans Holocaust book, actual neo-Nazis grow bold in the U.S., right? This is from the JTA.org, Jewish Telegraphic Agency, established in 1917. Holocaust novel by Jodi Picoult removed as Florida School District purges libraries to comply with state law. A Holocaust-themed novel by best-selling author Jodi Picoult was among dozens of books removed from his South Florida. I said they aren't actually burning them, are they? You know, like... Well, they're not really burning the books, right? No, they're just pulling them out of libraries where people can have access to them.
The freaking oracle.
So let's talk about this for a second.
What is with this big move to hide humanity's mistakes in the past?
People like Ron DeSantis can't deal with the history of our country. He's a pussy. And the people that follow him are pussies. And they feel uncomfortable when they learn that their ancestors were mean people. You know? Yeah, that's called history, folks. That's how we try to stop from doing it again. But you can see why it's being so easy for Ron DeSantis to push his fascism down Floridians' throats when they ignore the fucking history.
Billy Ballantyne.
I hope I'm making sense.
Is Mouse on the list? Tennessee banned it
I
last
don't have
year,
the list
but
in front
guess
of me. I'm
what?
sorry, I don't know.
Funny you should touch on this cause I helped raise $83,000 to distribute it into Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. We sent 175,000 copies to kids. Win.
Wow.
Caleb Sliger. Which is exactly why they continue to do the same over and over.
Right, Caleb? Thank you, buddy. Nick Brown, hello. I just want to say hello to all of you. And if you're joining us on the Rumble, you guys, thank you for joining us over there. I think I know why my mouse is acting weird. I might be able to fix this. I'm having a hard time dragging it between screens. But I think that if I alter this, yeah, there is like, can I make this bigger? That's what she said. Okay. 25, 60, 14, 40, 100%. Everything is 25, 60, 14, 40, 100%. So these have to be touching. Now let's try that. Apply. It fixed the problem, man. I got it. Okay. So the reason why the mouse wouldn't go from one monitor to the other in Windows 11 was because when you set up the monitors, it gives you 4 monitors in a little artsy little cartoon image. You can move the monitors around, you can set them up just right. They don't lock together so easily in Windows 11 because Windows 11 sucks dick. But I digress. If they're not just perfectly aligned, and it's not like they don't magnetize to each other like most software will do for you when you're trying to move things together. They click, in the right spot. No, some engineer out there thought, oh, let's get rid of the magnification, the attractiveness that one of these monitors would have with another, so they don't stick together. Let's make it harder for people to set these and align them up right. How about a button that just says normalize the connection so all 4 are locked together in, one little button? Wouldn't that be cool? No, they didn't think of that either, because engineers got to slap their ball sack on shit, teabag and everything. Oh, look, my teabag's on that code, my teabag's on that code. Yeah, you fucked it up with your fucking teabag, dumbass. So I moved the monitors a little bit and clicked them in a little bit closer, and now my mouse. Oh, I'm sorry?
No, I was calling your mom to tell her I'm leaving.
You take care, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. See you next week, yeah?
Okay.
Okay.
Let me hit. I can't, it's not working very good. It's still, now it doesn't want to go between these 2 monitors very well. So weird. They are, I made the screen as big as I could to try to look at this, but it's being stupid. There's no lock. You can just move them around until. So it's Windows 11 and it's not perfect. And there's some freaking kids over there at Microsoft, probably Bill Gates's freaking nephews and great cousins and shit, that just don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to code. They only know how to chode.
Billy Ballantyne. Oops, 75,000
Still
copies.
a nice accomplishment.
Typo. Billy Ballantyne.
Huge typo.
Huge typo.
No big deal. So, about fascism. So I just tweeted, it's very important that it's vital that you
Caleb Sliger.
attack fascism.
What's the flavor of the day, Nick?
That you speak out against fascism. I don't know how did I word this. It's vital that you fight fascism before, and that's in all caps, before it affects you. Because once they've got you, you lose all your power, man. That's what fascists do. They take your power away from you. Now, if you're a Jewish person in the state of Florida and you're concerned because one person didn't like the fact that there was a Holocaust-themed book in a library and they had it removed like a fucking Nazi, then right now is the time for you to speak out against this bullshit too.
Yeah? Okay. I'm glad it didn't throw it away.
Now is the time. You have power now. Act however the hell you want. This might not be for you, and I understand. And
Chuck Diesel.
Hey, Chuckles.
Let's get high up in this
If
bitch.
you're not the kind of person to do something to help other people based on what someone like me, like a podcaster, says, that's fine. But you know what you could do? As a personal favor to me, you could share this out, and maybe some people that will click some buttons and share this around and fight against this fascism. You know, I want people who are going to fight with me, man. I want people who want to fight against fascism in the state of Florida. This is ground zero. This is the tip of the spear. And fight fascism before it affects you. Because if you don't, it's going to find you eventually and bring you down just like it did everybody before you. It's very important that, you know, when you see the LGBTQ community getting stomped on by these iron boots, that you do something now. I don't care if you don't care about LGBTQ people. Hey, you know what? This time it ain't about them. It's about your freedom now. And look at the Jews who sat by while the LGBTQs were getting the boot. And now look at what happened. It's happening to the Jews now that have been silent. Oh, well, Ron DeSantis, he's mean, but, you know, he's not fucking with us, so we'll just keep it, you know, we'll just keep it cool. Oh, no, not anymore. They got you now, too. African Americans, he gerrymandered you out of your votes. Where are you guys at? I mean, this was over a year ago they did this to you. You guys should be out there for the LGBTQ as well. And the LGBTQ should be out there for the Jews and for the African Americans. Where are you at? I'm talking about walking out in the streets, holding up signs, not blocking traffic, out on the sidewalks, getting in front of the courthouse, you know, the governor's mansion, whatever the fuck, and doing like a rally. You don't do it, we're all going to lose. And you might be a Nazi, you might be a white boy, you might be a redneck.
Slider. Fuck fascism.
But let me tell you something. Ron DeSantis ain't going to be president forever, right? And he's going to make all these fascist rules, and you better hope some militant Jewish guy doesn't get in there. Some militant African-American guy gets in there that hates white people. And now he's got all the powers that dumbass DeSantis and dumbass Trump set up for him or her or them. Now look where you are. Oh, it's fun while Donald Trump or Ron DeSantis is in power. It's fun when you're white. It's fun when you're a racist.
It's cheap.
It's not going to last forever, folks.
It's visually spectacular.
Hitler didn't last forever, and look what happened to the Nazis.
Safely. Billy Ballantyne. Mouse, often published with the subtitle A Survivor's Tale, is a fic novel by American cartoonist Art Spiegelman, serialized from 1980 to 1991. It depicts Spiegelman interviewing his father about his experiences as a Polish Jew and Holocaust survivor.
I understand that, Billy, and I appreciate you telling everybody about the importance of this book, but at the same time, man, I'm trying to talk about books being banned. I'm not talking about specific books, and you're cutting me off and not letting me talk about what is important right now. So, as I said before, if you're one of the people, and I know there's a lot of you that watch this show that don't give a fuck about anybody or anything, and that's fine. I'm saying as a personal favor to me, if you want to just share this video, get some people here who do give a fuck about fascism, who will fight with me, who will stand shoulder to shoulder with me and fight against this. And share it around. You know, share the video around, get some people here that actually do give a fuck. You know, I know you're probably sitting there open mouth looking at me going, well, what do you want us to do, Nate? You haven't told us to do anything yet. You know what you could do. You guys all know what you can do. Don't play dumb with me. You all know what you can do. All that shit's been tweeted on my Twitter, you know. Send it to all the people. You know, get on there and do something. And all of you that are on Rumble, remember what I told you. Ron DeSantis isn't going to be the president of the United States forever. Donald Trump isn't going to be the president of the United States forever. These fucking dumb cunts are passing laws that if somebody like a Kamala Harris gets in there and doesn't like rednecks, you guys are fucked. She's going to take your guns away from you. She's going to go into your homes and yank you guys out. She's going to take away your voices on social media. She won't allow you to, and name it. You guys are going to get discriminated against too. It's going to happen to you too. So, I mean, hey, maybe I should just keep my fat mouth shut and not throw you a bone. Because if you're not fighting against fascism now, when it doesn't affect you, do you really deserve to be given a lifeline when it does affect you finally? So if you want to win me over, you can go to Twitter and retweet some of my tweets. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see some people actually give a fuck about what I'm talking about today, because this involves all of us. And sometimes we're talking about things that, it's this or that or the other, blah, blah, blah. This affects all of us, and it affects us in all the other countries too. Not just America, man. You put, the most powerful country in the world and give them a fascist leader, it's going to affect all of you. It's trickle-down fascism. And, hey, man, you don't believe me? What happened after we had Trump for a year and you started your Brexit bullshit over there in the UK? So, remember that, guys. You start getting your little mini Trumps or your mini DeSantis's, your little fucking mini cunts out there, whoever the fuck, I don't care. You know what they do. They see, monkey see, monkey do. Look, America's doing it, we should do it too. We're a bunch of fucking racists too. We don't want immigrants in our country either. Ugh. We're going to protect it all. Yeah, you're going to protect the hell out of it. You're going to protect your children from hearing history. You're going to protect African Americans from having votes. You're going to protect anyone from if you want to go practice your religion, forget about it. You're going to be living under fascism, folks. And it's going to suck. So, we'll give it 4 years, 8 years. Let the fucking Republicans get kicked the fuck out. And then let some militant fucking cunt, some demo cunt get in there and take over the reins after Ron DeSantis and Donald Trump have parted the seas for them to come in and fuck you and take your guns away and take your voices away and take your rights away and lock your white asses up in prison. By then, the FEMA camps are going to be all set up and they're going to be taking all the colored people out and putting the white people in instead. So, the LGBTQs and the Jews and the color, they're all going to be pulled out. And then all you white motherfuckers, you're going to go in. Right? Because that's how fascism works. You think Ron DeSantis' fascism or Donald Trump's fascism is powerful enough to keep the presidency for more than their term? Look what happened to Donald Trump in 2020. Did it work? Did America stand for it? Hell no. And I don't know what would have happened if anything bad on January 6th went the wrong way. Because if it had, I probably would have been out there fighting you motherfuckers too. You fucking January 6th cunts. Now, if you guys want to go to the Capitol and you wanted to go protest foreign wars, or you wanted to go protest not having Medicare for all, or you want to protest fascism in this country, well, you would have had me as a fucking soldier backing you up, watching your back.
They're a guy going for president from jail.
But you decided to make it up over a fake claim from an asshole. And you fell for it like a bunch of suckers, and now you're in prison, and Donald Trump is saying, you need to let them go. Hey, it doesn't matter how much Donald Trump wants you out of prison, you're going to serve out all those terms. All you fucking losers are. And, maybe if you had the truth on your side, you could have won. But you're too much a bunch of fucking idiots. And you don't know how to fucking look past your own racism and your own fucking hate and your own bullshit so that you're able to, gain some support and bind together with people who you might have had some disagreements with. But hey, we all fucking hate the goddamn government, don't we? Well, you January 6th fucks and you cue balls were just too dumb to figure that shit out. Donald Trump fucking saw you coming. And he fucking made you guys, he punked you all the way into prison. He used you like a fucking piece of goddamn toilet paper, and then he flushed you down the toilet. And now he claims he wants you out of prison. He knows they're not going to let you out of prison. He wants your vote. He just wants your vote. He wants you to vote for him. Joel says there's a guy from prison running for president. Well, George Santos is trying to establish himself as a candidate for a new election or something. Psychotic. So, that's what I wanted to say. Billy, thanks for letting me talk. It was basically just, I don't care if the fascism is hurting you now or not. If you don't fight it now, it will. It will. Donald Trump and Ron DeSantis won't live forever. And America's going to be so sick of those fucking cunts. Oh, they're gonna find a real militant Demo-cunt to put in there to replace that Republic-cunt. Don't you fucking worry. Oh, they will. It's going to be a LGBTQ person of color. A female. It's going to be that woman probably that's she's speaking for the goddamn, for the Biden administration. Probably her. Oh, and she will fuck you up. You have no idea what you guys are even considering by supporting Ron DeSantis and allowing him to take your rights away from you. Well, first he's going to take the rights away from the people you fucking hate so much. You're going to like it at first, so enjoy it.
Josh G.
Just fucking enjoy it while you can. I'll be laughing when it comes back to bite you in your asses, though. I laugh at every single one of these motherfuckers that goes to prison over January 6th all the time, man. I laugh at you fucking cunts. All you motherfuckers that try to come on Twitter and argue with me about January 6th, you're cunts too. I watched that shit happen, and I know what it was over. It was over a shared psychosis. You guys are all fucking cue balls. Oh, I don't belong to Q. Well, you were on that day. You're a fucking cue ball now if you're going to get on Twitter and try to argue that shit with me. You're a fucking cue ball. You're a flat earther.
Kevin Monaco.
You're a fucktard. That's what you are. Bong rips are good for all of us. Let's see if it's good for Cyber.
Yeah, I'm packed.
Okay. Cyber, cheers. Thanks for waiting. Capper is here.
Problem, bro.
Josh, cheers. Joel Froggy, cheers. Billy Valentine, cheers. Anybody that might be watching on the Rumble Sphere, thank you guys for taking time out of your days or your evenings and coming over here and sharing it with us. Means a lot. I know you can't spend a lot of time. It's a night show. It's cool. Spend as much time as you can. Hang out as long as you can. And if you have to leave, feel free to share this to try to get some more people in to take your place when you leave. Share it on Twitter, share it on Facebook, share it on YouTube, share it on your social media, wherever you go. Rumble, whatever. Click me a Rumble. Give me a like. Thank you guys. Cheers. You guys are the bomb.
Yeah, bro. Cheers, everybody.
Kevin Monaco. Cheers. Caleb Sliger. Smoking Adios Motherer by Cookies.
Adios, motherfucker. That's funny. All right, so lots of stuff to talk about. We have got Cyber and I happened to cross a video when I was
Kevin Monaco.
getting the show ready, and I got so excited. I said,
May 13th.
I can't wait to cover this. So we're going to cover it.
Kevin Monaco. I got +1 already.
I did the SEO, right? Yeah, I did the SEO.
The influencers who promoted FTX are now being sued for
I think that is Ben from BitBoy Crypto that is saying that. I don't like him that much, but the enemy of my enemy is my friend, so thank you, Ben from BitBoy Crypto. Let's bring this up. Desktop 3. Okay, that is the wrong desktop. Desktop 2? That's the wrong one. Desktop 4? Huh. That's weird. Weird. Okay.
Kevin Monaco. I have to go see Tim Blake.
The influencers who promoted FTX are now being sued for over $1 billion in...
Okay, Kepper, I've got breaking news for you. Are you ready? You don't have to go and see anyone ever. Okay, so stop lying to yourself. And stop lying to us too. This is how you swindle yourself into doing things that are pretty dumb. You know, like going out to public events while there's pandemics running around. You're not going to wear a mask there, bro, I'm sure. And you're going to be hitting, you're going to be hitting bongs and vapors right next to other people. You're going to be breathing and you're going to be swapping goddamn humidity with all kinds of human beings, dude. And there's no reason why you have to do any of that shit. I just really need for you to realize that. You just kind of, you talk yourself into doing these things, You'll survive if you don't go to an event, bro.
The influencers who promoted FTX are now being sued for over $1 billion in damages, and I want to talk about it. We're not only speaking to a lawyer, but even one of the people getting sued. Meet Kevin, Graham Stephan, Andre Jick, Minority Mindset, Brian Jung, Financial Education Jeremy, Tom Nash, and
Kevin
Bitboy
Monaco.
Crypto are all defendants
Well, I got
in
invited
this
back
lawsuit.
to it, I will.
Before
Oh shit! They're
Kevin
all
Monaco.
defendants. Andre Geek and Bitboy
got
Crypto. I
shots.
can't fucking believe this.
Kevin Monaco.
They're getting
I'm
sued
not
for
gonna
$1
smoke
billion,
any. Oh, I'm
man.
for real.
Andre Geek. Oh my god, I can't fucking believe it. It's like
Kevin Monaco. I wanna go visit some folks.
Okay, I know you'll go and you'll go have fun. I know you want to go visit some folks, and that's fine, Kepper. All I'm saying is the way you worded that is what I'm talking about. You said, I have to go see Tim Blake. That's a fucking bold-faced lie. And you shouldn't talk to
Kevin
yourself like
Monaco.
that, You
I've been
shouldn't
home
convince
for
yourself of
400
such
days.
stupid
I
shit.
could stay home more.
You've been home for 400 days, you could stay home more? It's not killing you to stay at home, is it? Are you working out, man? Losing some weight? Feeling good? Look at me, bro. I'm doing the whole body reshaping. Look at that. I'm stuck at home. I don't go to a gym. And, if I want to step up my routine, I could. These guys who think they need certain machines or whatever, check out a yoga book, man. You can get jacked real easily if you just do all the right moves.
Kevin Monaco. It's good get out. I can't stay one forever.
I know you can't stay home forever. Yes, it's good to get out, Kepper. It is. It's okay. Be safe. And try not to inhale too many people's
Kevin
freaking
Monaco.
lung butter.
WL, I got some plans he wants.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy for you, bro. It should be good. Just this isn't about you going out. It's about you telling yourself you have to do something that you don't have to do. Do you understand what I'm telling you, Kepper?
Kevin Monaco. I lost 40 pounds.
That's fucking awesome.
Kevin Monaco.
Holy shit.
He wants Hindu Kush too.
How did you lose 40 pounds?
Before we get into it, I have to do something I never thought I would do on this channel.
I'm going to promote a fucking crypto.
To defend a certain person on that list, a guy I have been very critical of on this show.
Bitboy Crypto?
I'm talking about
You know it.
Bitboy Crypto. I know, I can't believe it either.
Oh,
What
Ben.
many people don't know is that he turned against them, and get this, months
Kevin
before the
Monaco.
collapse, he started
That's
warning
what he
people
wants.
about FTX.
We're going to be
What people don't know is that he turned against them, and get this, months before the collapse, he started warning people about FTX.
Kevin
we're
Monaco.
going to be crossing
Correct.
out FTT and Solana. These are going to be going out of the portfolios. These coins are dead to me. Sam Bankman
Kevin
Fried, you're dead to me.
Monaco.
Brett Harrison, you
Diet.
are dead to me. FTX, you are dead to me. You are despicable, and I'm disgusted by you in every way, shape, or form. Everybody's going to be on that track.
Oh my God.
Dude, that motherfucker. He called that shit. That's crazy. I love shit like that. Predictions that come true where you're just like, man, I should have been watching his podcast. I would have known. I would have saved myself $100,000,
Gosh, he said that way back in September. He said he's disgusted by Sam Bankman-Fried. This is BitBoy Crypto, guys. He's the Jim Cramer of crypto, and yet somehow he made one of the greatest blind...
Dude, he just called him the Jim Cramer of crypto. That is the worst. That is absolutely the worst thing you could ever be called. The Jim Cramer of anything. That is so bad. Hey, man, look, CoffeeZilla, dude, you're a bitch. You're a little bitch, man. Oh, my God. Damn. The Jim Cramer of crypto. Bro, that stings. It stings all the way over to me, dude. I can feel the sting over here.
He said he's disgusted by Sam Bankman-Fried. This is BitBoy Crypto, guys. He's the Jim Cramer of crypto, and yet somehow he made one of the greatest blind call-outs of all time. And it's so remarkable that I actually want to show you yet another clip.
Why was it blind? Ben obviously had a reason for saying what he said, and I'm sure in that video he explains it, why he had a thing against Sam Bankman-Fried.
Kevin Monaco. My double chin's gone.
Dude, that's great, man. Your diet? Wow, it's great, man. You've lost more weight than me. I haven't really lost that much weight.
I got one chin.
I'm just putting on muscle, really.
Of him doing this, because I simply couldn't believe it when I saw it.
They're playing games with people's lives. And that's not right.
Dude, look how healthy he looked back then. He looked good. I remember this. He looks like a freaking crackhead now, bro. I don't know. That guy got back on the meth. But man, he didn't have circles under his eyes. He had some good healthy weight on him. He had rosy cheeks, bro.
Time to expose FTX and SBF for what they really are.
What can I say? That video is a month before FTX.
What time is it? It is top of the hour. Cyber Reloaded is top of the hour.
Is some oracle. I think it was.
All right, Cyber's back. Kemper, cheers. Kemper's the only one in the chat that I can see. Everybody on Rumble, everybody that is watching everywhere, thank you for taking time out of your days to come and watch this show. I love it. I love that you guys are here. It means a lot to me. You guys are the best
financial influence.
Cheers to all of you.
It just doesn't make sense for him to be in this lawsuit. And besides, you're not supposed to sue BitBoy Crypto anyway.
Chili dog.
He sues you when you make fun of him.
Cheers.
All right, sorry, I'm trying to defend him here, but I'm not used to this strange turn of events where the villain has become the hero. But either way, with that out of the way, I want to talk about the rest of this lawsuit. Basically, the rest of these influencers are accused of promoting FTX and getting paid for it. It also accuses them of not conducting adequate, if any, due diligence. Allegedly, these influencers played a major role in the FTX disaster, who hyped the deceptive FTX platform for undisclosed payments. Now look, none of this is really surprising. We talked about this back in November, and it all feels inevitable. The whole reason FTX was so popular is because of the amount of money they dumped into these advertising campaigns. Everyone I know was offered one of these deals. Either way, it's pretty logical to see that without people willing to take the money and sell FTX, it just couldn't have hurt as many people. And already, we saw a similar class action lawsuit come out against arguably the biggest promoters, Tom Brady, Larry David, Kevin O'Leary.
Let's get back to the $1 billion,
like
bro.
The next
is that
logical
equally
step
set up between all of them?
Promoters, albeit
that's going to wipe BitBoy Crypto out, bro.
Influencers in particular.
He's not worth that kind of money.
So, although these guys don't have as anything close to Tom Brady's popularity, the argument here is different. It's that people look to people like Graham Stephan and Meet Kevin in a different way than they looked at Tom Brady. If Tom Brady promotes some penny stock, you'll think nothing of it. But Meet Kevin, Graham Stephan, Andre Jick, Financial Jeremy, all they do is do finance all day long. They even have a podcast they called Millennial Money, which was sponsored by, you guessed it, FTX US. And
2160, I had it on 360.
Is now deleted. And the point is, they position themselves as
look at it on 2160.
And I think that's the real juice of this lawsuit, in contrast to, say, like the
Vega
Tom
Man
Brady
66.
lawsuit. The only analogy I can think of is like if someone
Nate?
tried to sell you a
How's
pill that was going to help you lose weight, and the two people promoting it is Jack Black and Dr. Oz. Okay, let's say you take the pill and develop uncontrollable vomiting. Who would you actually be mad at? You know, you could say, well, Jack Black's more of a star. But ultimately, obviously, the answer would be Dr. Oz, because he's expected to know better and to do due diligence.
Sure.
And the reasonable assumption is that Jack Black couldn't look into it even if he tried.
He's eating filet of fish
and so
and
I think that
and Big
component
Macs and
probably
calling
will
them
make
surf
a
and
massive
turfs.
difference. I'm certainly not saying everyone who promoted FTX who didn't know anything about finance should be let off the hook. I think it's a huge problem either way
Kevin
that
Monaco.
non-experts can shill financial
I'm not
products.
gonna pay
I'm
for
just saying
any
it's
cannabis
worse
on
if they
Emerald
are
Cup
experts.
floor. You can
But to
hold
make
me
my
this
position
before
even
you
more
find me
explicit,
there.
I don't think influencers of any kind should be allowed to promote these investment products. I think there's a huge downside to it and very little upside. I think you oftentimes end up hurting people because it's impossible to give broad financial advice in a responsible manner to a massive audience you don't know. But on that note, you might say, well, hang on a minute, Steve.
Yes,
I'm with you
CoffeeZilla
on not
is more
selling
of a kook
financial
than me.
products, but they weren't selling that. They were selling FTX, right? Or FTX US. And this is where things get a little tricky because yes, there's some truth to the fact that FTX US was a platform, but on that platform, they were also selling financial products. You see, you could buy what was called a yield-bearing account, or you could put your money in it, where they offered you 8% a year. And this wasn't just FTX, this was FTX US. And that's a problem because, well, this type of account is probably an unregistered security. To avoid going into too many details, let's just say several different accounts like this have been targeted by the SEC as being unregistered securities, and the FTX earn accounts would be no different. So this is where the lawsuit gets its claim that these influencers may not have just been promoting a scam, they may have been promoting an unregistered
Kevin
security.
Monaco.
Now, to be fair
So
to
a
these
New York
influencers,
one who wants
these
to
earn
bring me
accounts
flowers at
were in a
Emerald
strange
Cup. Thank
gray
you very
area.
much.
According to the website, the FTX app earn is available only in
Kemper,
permitted jurisdictions.
we're learning
which would
about
appear to mean that the United
a
States of
big
America
lawsuit
was
against
not
a whole
allowed
bunch
to
of
have these
people
accounts.
that I've been
But
following for a long time.
in typical
Try to get
scam
on
and free
the same page
fashion,
with us, bro.
What they said on their website wasn't actually true. You see, these accounts were actually available to U.S. investors, as seen on a screenshot from their own app. Quote, FTX earn rewards are available for U.S. users on a promotional basis. And admittingly, this was confusing to a lot of people. A Redditor said, FTX earn for U.S. customers is incredible, but very poorly marketed. And then complains that it almost feels intentionally hidden, which should have been a red flag. And maybe it was, but it was there. And like it or not, if American investors put money into this earn account, we could earn 8% a year because of one of these influencers, they may have sold an unregistered security, which would be bad, not just for the person who put their money there, but also bad for the influencer. I mean, look, it's all bad. It's just legal jujitsu to kind of get to the obvious. Ultimately, this story is about people getting hurt, promoters getting paid, and now they're getting sued for it, to which I say, good. Although, not everyone believes this particular legal strategy is going to hold water. I asked Legal Eagle, a well-known lawyer on YouTube, what he thought, and he was doubtful about its chances.
And basically, the entire case rests on a part of the Florida law that the plaintiffs claim connects the endorsers to FTX. I'm very skeptical of this. The section in question extends liability to any director, officer, partner, or agent for the seller if they personally participated or aided in the making of a sale. And if you're on YouTube or if you're a celebrity endorser, you're not a director of the company, you're not an officer, you're not a partner, and you're not an agent. You're not able to act on behalf of the company. You're just basically contracted to make a statement. For most of them, it relies on a bare allegation that they were, quote, paid to endorse FTX. And then there is a subsequent allegation where it's so wishy-washy. It says, quote, it is hard to imagine that anyone who has done business with FTX, including paid endorsers, would not have personally witnessed one or more of the deficiencies identified by Mr. Ray. He's the guy who's in charge of the receivership of FTX in bankruptcy. And all FTX endorsers have extensive business dealings beyond FTX and surely would be able to identify business practices that are unusually problematic. Now, as a legal matter, I don't think that really changes anything. As a factual matter, it's just completely false that a celebrity endorser or a YouTuber would have any insight into the inner workings of FTX that the public does not have. That's just not the way it works. Though at the same time, I wouldn't want to be these YouTubers either who are going to have to pay thousands and thousands of dollars to their lawyers to defend against what is quite possibly a meritless lawsuit. I don't expect this particular lawsuit to go anywhere, but I think it is going to be a pain in the sides of many of these YouTubers.
Wow. So there's the official opinion from an expert. It'll probably cost the influencers a lot of money, but he's skeptical if it will hold up for the long run. Of course, we'll see how it plays out. But the last thing I wanted to do was not just ask a lawyer
Holy
what
shit,
they
you
thought,
guys.
but ask
Oh my God, look at
influencers.
fucking Bitcoin, man. It's at 27,660. Oh my
Christ.
God. What happened, man? 1792 Ethereum. $1.22 Matic, 20, nothing's really going on at all. It's 21.73 Harmony 1. 35-cent Cardano just about, and $339
Kevin
freaking
Monaco.
Binance, guys.
I won't be a
Holy
victim
moly.
in California, and I be good.
Oh my God, we turned our
OG
head.
420 Jr.
We're live and
Sup
boom!
nay sup trendies.
Dude, this happened over, okay, we've been live for how long? 45 minutes? Check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, so 21 minutes
Kevin
ago,
Monaco.
we
I
didn't,
won't end
the
up in
whole
the
time
air
we
this
were live,
time.
for the last 20 minutes, we've just been skyrocketing at crypto. None of us noticed it. And it was live on our screen the whole time. And none of us looked at Bitcoin and realized it was at 27,000. Dude, it's gone to 27,839. Oh my God, Ethereum just hit 1,800. Holy shit, man. Okay, so get ready for our Harmony to start going up. It's at 46,539 right now. So remember, that was a 35. So 45 would have been 10,000. So we're at $11,500 profit. But let's go ahead and refresh that. The cat wants in here. Come in. Come in. Go in. Don't come back here. $47,000. Wow. 47.1. Here we go, guys. I'm bringing you this explosion in the market live. You don't get this from CoffeeZilla. You don't get this from Joe Rogan. You don't get this from Jimmy Dore. You don't get this from any other podcaster. I'm the only one that brings you this
Edwin Sparks
live
420.
coverage of
So
what the
awesome.
crypto market is doing while it's doing things, whether it's crashing or whether it's exploding upwards like it is right now. We're retesting 27,839, guys. It has just gone down and it's going right back
Josh
up again.
G.
It's under 1,800.
First 30K BTC of the year on the way.
It could totally crash down to 15,000 too from this. This is a very unhealthy spike, bro. This occurred over 1 hour. So just everyone, hey, it's 7:10 Cyber.
I am packed.
No law regarding cannabis. Happy 710, everybody. Thank you all so much for taking time out of your days and your nights to come join and watch this show. It means everything. You guys are amazing people. Thank you
Edwin
guys.
Sparks,
Edwin,
420.
Josh, Kemper, OG420.
Cheers.
Everybody that's on the Rumble. Cheers, everybody. No law regarding cannabis.
Cheers, bro. Cheers,
Cheers, brother.
everybody.
OG 420 Jr. Cheers, Nay and Trendies, love the show. Vegaman 66. Cheers, bro. Caleb
Vegaman.
Sliger. Dry sift for the win.
Why you sifted?
Wow. My God, me.
I smoked 2 bowls in 1 bong rip. The market's chilling right now at 27,660. Where is where? No, you get out of here. Where's Chuckles? Chuckles. You know, the woman that works for us tonight, she said, I'm looking for something to invest my money in. I'm looking at crypto. She's like, is that a good thing? And I was like, yeah, I was just telling my mom how my crypto is blowing up.
OG 420 Jr. Das a lot O'Keefe is what him